$175.
Tabarnouche.
Tabarnouche.
What does that mean?
You're a cheap SOB. Yikes.
Ooh-wee.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Where are you finding all these things?
That's the secret.
Can you take us to some place that the public doesn't get to?
Well,
All right, well,
okay,
let's
well,
go. You guys might have a hard time getting down there, though, but
I'm going down.
yeah.
I'm Scott Cozens,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. Great to be back in Montreal.
Absolutely love this place.
What was your favorite pick here?
The Henri Richard tables weren't bad.
And you're Richard, right over there.
Smokes, yes.
that's the deal.
Oh, beautiful.
Doesn't get any better than that.
You remember when the turkey landed in the back alley? Hold on.
It was like a drug deal going down, but it was a turkey. Deal? That's the great thing about Montreal is you just never know what's around the next corner. You're gonna enjoy this. We're going to see a psychic.
Right up my alley, yeah.
But we're going to see Roz. She's about 80 years old.
Huh.
She likes Ouija boards, palm reading, that kind of thing. As a kid, you must have played with, say, a Ouija board.
Yeah, except I always knew people were always bumping the board or, you know, nudging it along. It was all horse manure.
You're a real skeptic, aren't you?
I can see a pick coming our way. Here
That's
we
the
are.
place.
This is like a warehouse. Let's see what she's got. What the heck's Roz doing here?
And we're looking for a little shop inside one of the units.
Yikes.
Ooh-wee.
Whoa, what's going on here? Just a pile of stuff covering tables everywhere.
How do
Roz,
you do?
Scott, how are you?
How are you?
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Sheldon.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
How long did it take you to fill this place up?
When I was 74, I started this. I go looking for old things, have to be old, and oddities. The odder, the better.
What's the story on the alligator?
See your mascot?
No, the wolf is.
I think we're gonna have some fun here. It's kind of wacky stuff.
It's a little, you know.
What is this, a dentist's?
Yeah, all these teeth, the whole
Yikes.
thing of teeth. Scare people.
Where are you finding all these things?
Oh, that's the secret.
For the most part, this is weird, odd little small value items. That looks like a moose call shell.
Does it call like a moose?
There's gonna be the odd little gem intermixed. We've just gotta hunt for it. Everything's got a price on it. What does that mean?
It means that I can negotiate, I know.
She uses those tags just a reminder of what she's into things for and what she'd like to get for them. Hopefully, she also likes wheeling and dealing. Wow. Hey, look at that. I spot a great silhouette sign. Hey, Roz, where'd you find that?
In Ontario, actually, on a barn.
Yeah, it's hard to put an age on that, but these are hand-forged.
It can't be new,
I don't see a price tag on it.
because I didn't really want to sell it. I like the red horse. I saw it on a barn, and I approached the person that had the barn. And at first they didn't want to sell it to me, but then they did.
But it's probably time for this guy to trot away.
Well, I got to get 100 for that.
100.
Yeah.
I got a little throw-in.
What?
That. The branding iron, S, very appropriate.
No.
Yeah,
No.
no.
No. That would be like 35, and that would be 100.
Well, let's go up here then.
Okay.
How about $110 for the two? I'm thinking of my partner.
Okay.
All
But
right.
you haven't got a
Good, I'm really happy with that.
Okay,
Look
good.
at Scott, an S.
It was hard to let go of, but in the end I sold it, and I'm pleased.
So what's the story on your little powder flask?
Well, what you see.
I see 4. They're all reasonably old. They're all different. One of them's really interesting. Leather with some hunting scenes on it.
So what are the prices on them?
Way too much.
That's the fun. So you want them all, or?
Well, it depends what the price is. It's all a question of price.
Okay. So that's 50. What do you think they're worth?
I'd like to pay you $100 for the 4.
It's a bit. 120.
110.
All right.
Okay.
110.
Hey, Scott, free your hands up.
Wow, that's good.
Fire bucket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good collectible fire item. From Montreal, or where'd you find that, Roz?
Some show I went to.
That was pricey. She had 160 on it. To tell you the truth, it's too much.
Yeah, well, when I like something.
Yeah, unless you want to take a little bit of a hit on that one,
Like what?
like $100.
100 would be.
I'd take it if I was you, because I wouldn't pay it.
I like it.
We both like it.
All right, $100. They were finding things that were very good. I think I respected them for that because I saw that they really know what they're looking for.
Let's keep looking.
Scott, do you want to see something funny? Pork tail.
Roasted pork tails.
I've quit eating pork tails.
Yeah, I know you.
In fact, as it turned out, I never started eating pork tails.
Oh my God. That looks like the real deal.
Yeah.
Really interesting phone. It was the old Candlestick style, except it was on an accordion mounting. We see dozens, if not hundreds, of regular phones for every one of those we see. You can almost never buy them. How much do you have on that?
I don't know.
I'm not telling you. You have to guess. You have to guess.
I know what it's worth.
What's it worth?
It's worth over 4.
Whoa!
Yeah. I think I have 250 maybe or so.
275.
275 is that? Yeah, okay.
It's cool though.
It is cool, that one.
What do you have into this one?
A lot.
Do you have more than 175 into it?
Yeah.
How about if we went 200? Leave us a little bit of meat on the bone. $200.
220. Yeah.
Okay, 220. You got me this time.
Negotiating was fun. Tough, but fair. But I didn't want to let go, I didn't have to. That's how you get old gracefully.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
We're just old.
Hey, Roz, we heard that you were a little bit perceptive.
Well, I can read palms.
What do you think?
You don't always express your feelings.
Geez, you don't know them like I do.
Your feelings are more private.
I'm enjoying this.
Long life, you have a good long life, you're healthy.
Oh, good.
So you're definitely
I'm on the right track.
You're definitely on the right track. Is that enough?
That's enough, yeah.
So, Scott, where's your hand? Let me see. Come on, Scott.
I'm not a real believer in that whole occultist weirdo thing like that.
Actually, you're very adaptable.
Am I?
Yeah,
That's why we're traveling together.
yeah. Actually, he's more stubborn than you.
Oh, there's a surprise. Ross did have pretty good things to say about me, so I might be a believer now.
You like new experiences.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What about this little bit of lunch over here? Does that...
And threes.
3s are good?
Yeah, three's good.
Got 3 kids.
3 kids. There you go. I think you have very wonderful hands, and you've got a long, healthy life ahead of you.
Thank you very much.
Roz, how do you think we're going to do picking here in Quebec? This
I
is
think
the
you'll
start
do
of it.
very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ross predicted we were going to have a good weekend picking. We'll see if I'm going to be a cynic at the end.
And we bought some really good stuff from Roz. This is a good thing. You know, anybody driving by knows that you have Pacers. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've bought in a long time. I packaged that with a branding iron in our market. That's $250 any day of the week. That had to have been in an office somewhere.
Yeah, probably post office or something. Didn't really want to pay the price I had to pay to get it, but even at $220, with the right marketing, we might be able to get $350 for that. That was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
It
Yeah.
was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come back and see me again.
We'd like to.
We'll be back.
Bye. It was fun. Lots of fun. And I would like to see them back here.
Well, wasn't Roz a character?
Yeah, hopefully I'm that vibrant at 80.
Yeah, I wonder what's happening at the warehouse.
I don't even want to think what's happening at the warehouse.
No, I bet you they're under control there.
Let's do it.
Hop on.
All right, plug it in. Wow.
How was that?
Oh, a smooth ride.
Motorcycle mama.
Ooh,
Well, it works good.
yeah. Well, this thing's pretty cool.
Gotten Sheldon her panties for this.
Picked up a little gift for you there, Scott. An 8-ball.
Oh, an 8-ball.
Yeah, you ask a question, and then it gives you an answer.
I had one of those in the 70s.
Perhaps we should talk to the 8-ball about today's pick.
Yeah, okay, you do that.
Is today going to be a good day picking? Da-da-da-da. Better not tell you now.
Oh, that's
They
great.
keep me waiting.
See, this is the problem with superstition. It's all horse manure.
You should respect the 8-ball.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to Papineauville.
Papineauville.
And we're going to see Maurice. Maurice collects French folk art, but his big thing is he collects Crocs.
Is he a seller, though? That's what I want to know. Is he a seller?
Let's have some fun today, because I have a feeling Maurice is going to be a good guy. I feel lucky.
Well, do you, punk?
That's an old brick house, eh? Old Victorian.
Hey,
Yeah,
Maurice.
Scott?
Scott.
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, me too.
Tell us about the Maison de Juge.
Maison du juge. The name of the judge is Gontran Major.
This house was built for the judge, and he lived here 100+ years ago. Hanging judge?
And welcome, I show you
Sure.
some...
We walk into the first little room.
Haha, you got some nice things here.
There's a lot of neat stuff. There's French, Canadian, painted furniture with Crocs and pottery everywhere. Amazing.
Yeah.
I like antique, and I'm proud of my collection I have here.
How long have you been collecting?
About 35 years.
Really?
Yeah, sure. I sell because sometimes I buy stock. I want only 1 or 2 pieces in a bunch, but I have to buy the bunch. Huh? Now I have too much, yeah.
Well, let's wander around a little bit here.
Right.
Yes.
Look at that. What's the story on your scale?
That's a good piece.
You almost never see a wall-mounted country store scale. I love the piece on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
this casting is so nice.
That's the justice.
It's fretwork, it's open, it's so crisp and clear. Somebody usually doesn't spend that much time on a utilitarian object, but this is a special scale.
What would something like that sell for?
$9.50.
Little rich.
That's not bad for a retail price, but we're used to buying them a lot cheaper than that. We'd like to be able to at least double up on it. What's your rock bottom on that one? Rock bottom.
Okay. $7.50.
It's tough negotiating, but there is some flexibility in there.
Okay, I'm gonna stand back just so you don't hit me. I think we're in at 500 on that scale.
Ayoy!
Ayoy.
Ayoy.
The price is too low. Ayoy!
You mind if we borrow that? If we're out, somebody hits us with a big price, we'll give them an
Ayoy.
ayoy? Yeah.
Ayoy.
No, at 5 I can't. Really, I can't.
So what can you do?
I want you to go out from here happy.
You want me to
Happy.
leave? Is
No,
that
no,
what
no,
you're
no.
saying?
No, I want you to go happy. When you go, you're happy.
Don't go away mad.
Just go.
Just go away, yeah.
No. 600. But I can't bound.
I'm gonna do that.
Good piece.
Good piece.
Rare piece. We should be able to sell that for the 9 to a guy setting up a country store in his basement.
And now we're gonna do some business. I can sense it's starting to happen.
That piece of folk art is
Yeah,
great.
that's really nice.
Folk art is just an odd area of collecting. Some person's piece of junk is another person's masterpiece. No, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. I buy that in a barn.
In a barn.
Yeah.
1950s maybe?
About 1950, yeah.
It's got hair made out of rope. They use fence posts for his arms. Just a consummate Quebec folk art piece. So what would something like that set us back?
So it's 500.
200 bucks.
Ah, yoy.
A Yui.
3.5.
300 bucks.
300 bucks.
Okay.
That's a deal.
I like him. We know a half dozen people that would love to have that. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, ben, okay.
Maybe Roz was right. Cards are in our favor. What about this little rocker? What would you want for that?
Yeah, that's a nice little rocker.
It's blue, it's primitive, and I know this is a comb back rocker. That's a style you see in New England.
Sure.
Something unusual for this part of the world, and I think there's a buck to be made on it. Would you consider 150?
It's too hard.
Too hard?
Yeah. 250.
175.
Tabarnouche.
What did he just say?
Tabarnouche.
Tabarnouche. What does that mean?
You're a little bit low.
You're a cheap SOB.
We don't see tabarnak, we say tabarnouche.
How about 200?
He negotiates, but he's in the business, huh? It's okay.
What else you have to show us?
I've got right here,
So we're walking through the landing, and there's a little hooked rug.
with a beaver on it.
Yeah. Just happens to have a beaver on it. I love it. What would you like for that?
Friend price, $25.
Friend price? I'm not your friend?
Yeah,
I haven't got any friend prices. I'm not sure what this friend price business is. I'm being nice, and you're the friend.
Scott is a more hard negotiator than Sheldon.
What's in here? I love it. There's some incredible salt glazed stoneware pieces.
This one is from Papineauville.
Right
Oh,
here.
right here.
Yeah, right here, yeah.
So what would that sell for with the Papineauville mark on it?
But it's the only one I saw in 35 years.
So you don't want to sell it? Would you sell it?
No.
Hey, look at that. Is this you?
It is me. Yes.
Oh, that's why we can't buy Crocs off you. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It can be a good thing or a bad thing if you're dealing with a guy that wrote the book on crockery when you're trying to buy it off him. Yeah, it's the same guy.
He's the same guy.
Because he knows exactly what he's got. I see a beautiful Cobalt Croc.
Yeah, that one, it came from Elmer, Quebec.
I've been collecting salt glazed Crocs for a while, particularly those ones with birds on them. You see them rarely out west. And it's got one little chunky from somebody putting a shovel in the ground when they dug it up.
Yeah.
Right? That was buried at one point in time. What's this, like 1890s-ish?
1875.
1875,
around, yeah.
1890. You've got the maker stamp or the retailer stamp. The more lines of writing on one of those things, the more expensive it's going to be. So what would something like that sell for?
1,200.
Wow.
Tabernouche's tough to deal with.
I've got one more like that, one in the attic. Yeah.
Okay, but he does say he has something else he wants to show me that's sort of the same thing.
You take a little winding stairwell up to the attic.
Whoa!
This is an attic. And sure enough, there's a whole bunch more Quebec primitives up there.
I can already see another beehive jug with a bird on it. Man, that is a killer croc. I'm not sure about the rarity of it, but from a pure looks perspective, that's the best one I've seen in 25 years. So what would that sell for?
900.
Oh man, that is so gorgeous. So what's the friend price on this? You gave him the friend price.
Yeah, but if I put on the market with that Croc, I put 1,250 on that, for sure.
I'm not doubting you. You know, it's a great thing.
That's about 135 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. 8.5.
I can't argue with you. It's just too good.
Beautiful.
The cat's cute. What's the story on the little native carving?
That came from Canoe.
Kanewagi's a reserve, isn't it?
It's a reserve near Montreal.
Yeah.
Maurice has two native sculptures, a male and a female on either side of the door. And when did they date from, do you figure?
About 100 years old.
I'm not leaving here without those. What would they sell for?
800 for the pair. That's fabulous, though.
What would you think about $500?
5.5.
I'm not going to argue for $50.
Yeah.
Those are great.
You make a great buy. The 2000, I don't want to sell too much. And they protect the house from the bad spirit.
We're talking about psychic things the last couple of days, and he shows me a photograph. This is your attic.
This is right that place.
Yeah?
Look at the face in the...
Oh, I
the face?
see it.
You guys.
I see the face.
You see the
Right
face?
here. Who is it?
Is maybe the judge.
Oh,
You never
God.
know.
Now we're onto something here. This house is obviously haunted.
Or it could be glare. You know, my suggestion is before you take a picture with your camera, make sure you don't have a smudge on the lens.
Hey, this was good fortune upstairs here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, merci.
I just consider it to be good picking, not good luck.
Yeah, okay.
We want to go back to that room that we passed through, the kitchen.
Didn't really get a good look at this room, Maurice. Oh, look, Shell, there's a dugout canoe in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real one, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's something fantastic.
A dugout canoe is essentially a tree that somebody took a tool and scraped the center out and used as a boat.
What's the story of this?
I've got the story and the
Promenade au Canada. What is this? Travel
Promenade in Canada. Travel in Canada.
Dated 1878.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That guy, he said, when he was in Canoe near Montreal,
Yeah.
he got to cross the Saint Laurent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 3 young native people asked to cross with
Cross the St. Lawrence River in this canoe?
yes, in this canoe.
Really rare, and something you'd never find in our market for certain, and even rare in this part of the world. Have you had any other ones? You ever sold one before?
No, never.
Do you see any others?
Never to. No.
That piece is so unusual. That's something we need to go home with.
So what would something like that cost us?
I wasn't sure if I want to sell the canoe because I like this thing too. 2,500
$2,500. Is
Yeah.
that pesos or is that dollars?
dollars.
A little on the high side for a resale. Are you fixed on 2,500?
I can discuss.
Let's discuss right now.
1,500. Good. So I know I'm not getting the friend price on that one. And then I passed the torch to Sheldon to finish
Yeah.
the deal.
About 2,000.
How about 1,700?
About 1,008.5.
Ah, he got you on that
Threw
last.
the half in
Yeah.
there. How about 1,008? D's wheat? Deal.
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 That's a beautiful
Thank
thing.
you.
That's beautiful.
That
Thank
is a
you. That is the
beautiful-
best thing we have bought in a
that's
long time.
fabulous.
That dugout canoe to me is right in every way. Have to step up, pay a good fair price for it, but I think a serious canoe collector could just die for that. This one's so primitive. Somebody's gonna love it. We ended up settling at 200. That will make us nothing but money.
That's a great Croc.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Settled at $850, but he told me he'd be asking more than $1,200 to anybody else. So I got the friend price on that one. Maurice, it was great.
Yeah, great for me too.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's interesting too.
Good items.
I'm proud you pick up some good stuff.
Hey, and we're gonna come back
Yeah.
and see you again.
Okay.
Yeah, you come to Alberta.
Sure.
We'll
Okay.
give you the best friend price.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna buy something else with the money. It's great.
That was one of the best days of picking I've had in a long time.
Maybe Roz has something there. That was pretty good.
Well, let's see. Did this pick come about as a result of Roz?
Here it comes. Yes!
There you go.
Yes!
I'm a convert. Tabernouche, that was good.
Ay-ya!
Hey, Jerry, the boys are still in Quebec, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think I might have a lead for them. What do you think? Do you think they'd make the trip?
If you don't go, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Well, this will be my first lead that I give them, so I want to start off on a good foot. But like you said, you just never know.
You don't know.
All right, well, here goes nothing.
Hello.
Hey, Sheldon, it's Brooke. How's it going?
Everything arrived there okay?
Yeah, it looks pretty good so far.
Everything looks to be in perfect shape.
Everything but Jerry.
Jerry's good. I just put him in the corner with something shiny to play with, and he's content for a couple minutes. I think I might have a lead for you guys.
Well, that's great.
Well, this guy named Jeff, he has some amazing native artifacts and art and canoes and things, and I figured it was right up your alley.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, well, I'll send you guys the information, and you can make your way over there.
We'll let you know how it all works out.
You guys play nice out there.
Brooke's first lead. Hopefully it's a good one.
But I guess we'll find out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be this one right here. I'm just gonna pull over right here.
It can be a good sign when a guy has this many canoes that they're spilling out into the yard. Hey, are you Jeff?
Yeah. Hi, guys.
I'm Sheldon. That's Scott.
Hey, Jeff,
Scott,
Scott.
how are you?
Bearded guy. You can tell he's done a lot of paddling.
We got sent over to see you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we heard you've got some canoes and some carving.
I'm known as the canoe man on the island here.
All right. We're going to do some business here with Jeff.
Why don't you show us what you got?
Come on, take a look.
I see canoes all over the place.
This is about probably 25 years old or so.
So what does a 25-year-old one sell for?
A stripper like this in the neighborhood of $2,000. They don't lose much value.
You think this has a 2,000 or more value?
I could take it down to the canoe meeting and sell it for $2,500 tomorrow.
Just the way she sits?
Yeah. There's a variety of different prices. This one happens to be
one of the better. He wants a lot of money for each and every one we ask about. What would you want for that?
Oh, 800, something like that.
It's pretty obvious the market for canoes here is way better than our market.
Bottom line is for us, we're not looking for canoes unless they're $500 or less.
$500 that I have are not in very good shape.
We're not buying any canoes today. Well, let's go see what else you got. We're going inside because we're thinking if he's got that many canoes outside, he must have some stuff inside.
We've got some miscellaneous stuff that I picked up over a period of time.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really old pair.
It's small, too.
Yeah.
It could be even a kid's, maybe.
Well, probably it's an adult because remember, 100 years ago, people were our size, not 6-feeters.
So what would a set like that set us back?
Those are a couple $100.
Whoa. $200 for a pair of snowshoes we'd sell for $125. Talk about a Gothic set of wall sconces.
Oh, it's got some good age.
A figure of a man, a figure of a woman, a match set. Those are really nice.
One of my friends is willing to pay $800 for those now.
Whoa. $800. This is not a good sign.
You know, I'm here to work out a deal, not to make you rich or me rich.
Well, we prefer you to make us rich.
Exactly.
I know you prefer that, and I prefer the other end.
We put on the miles. Might as well look at whatever else he wants to show us.
And here,
Yeehaw! You got carvings here, Jeff.
there's a few.
There's all kinds of Inuit stone carvings. Hopefully they're at a price we can afford.
Now that's a piece I like.
That's one of the biggest bears I've seen.
I like the look of this guy. The price, if it's right, we're gonna take that home. How much for that little guy?
$1,500.
That's what you would want from us?
You put that on the internet, you're gonna get $2,500 for it like this.
Whew. I'd expect to pay $200-300 for that bear, turn it over at $5. We're out.
You know, I'm willing to part with some pieces, but I'm overall a collector.
Yeah, of course.
I can tell.
Fair enough.
I'm not interested in making them rich. I want a fair price.
Okay, I'm changing gears again, Shell. We're scoping the room to see if there's anything that's sort of out of place that we might be able to get a better deal on. I love the skunk.
Yeah, well,
My favorite thing of the whole day is a little skunk. I had ferrets as pets, and of course they're related to skunks,
very
right?
close.
I love that skunk. I want to take him home with me. What would you want for Stripey?
Oh, Stripey is probably not for sale. He's too pretty.
We're skunked again.
I really appreciate you showing us all your
Well, I'm-
carvings and your canoes.
Glad you came by.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Well, guys,
Sorry we couldn't do any
good
business.
to you. And
Nice to meet you.
Okay,
guys, good seeing you.
see you later.
It was interesting dealing with them. We couldn't come to a deal, but it was a fun afternoon.
Oh, don't you hate getting skunked? Brooke was trying, but she really missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, you got to ask the right questions. Like, are you a seller? No.
Jerry, I just got a text from Scott. Listen to this. Pick with Jeff was a huge bust. He had good stuff, but he wouldn't sell. Followed by an inordinate amount of exclamation marks. I'm not getting off to a very good start, am I?
Oh, well, you were looking for a job when you found this one.
Giving them a bad lead makes me feel bad because it's the first one that I've given them. What are we gonna do?
What do you mean we?
We're in Saint-Joseph-de-Lac, the heart of Quebec, and we're looking for Quebec furniture, folk art.
I love the way they build these houses. You see these little things look like old general stores?
Yeah, well, I think that's what we're going to today, is a kind of a general store. We're going to see Armand and Paul, and one of them's a buyer and one of them's a seller, so
You deal with the buyer, I'll deal with the seller.
just a second. You know, we need one more good pick in Quebec, because Ross said good things happen in threes.
I'm not very happy with Roz.
What about consulting the 8-ball?
Yeah, let's see. Will this pick make all our dreams come true?
Chances are not.
You may rely on it.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Look at the signs. That's got to be it right
Oh,
there.
okay. Pull over right here.
I'm pulling right in.
Oh, okay. Let's go see what we can find.
Hey.
Hey, hello, Scott. How are you?
Hi, Scott. Nice to meet you. Hey, Arm.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
You
How
must
you doing?
be Paul then.
Yes, I'm Paul.
Hey.
Armand, Scott. How are you?
Okay, hi.
Hey, I'm Sheldon.
Armand.
So what's the story?
And this house is from 1755. This is one of the oldest houses in the area as well.
So you've converted the house into a store.
Yeah, basically I kind of find the stuff, Arm sells it, and a lot of our personal stuff's in here.
Let's go.
Come in.
Whoa.
Whoa. This place is just loaded with stuff.
We both, on our own, we were buying stuff for ourselves, and we basically ended up having too much stuff in our homes. The house, we bought it and we transformed it over an 8-month period, and we opened up last summer, and we try to buy as much as we can.
I can tell we're going to see stuff we want to buy today. The only question is, can we afford it? Well, this is a fabulous piece. What's the story on that?
That is beautiful.
It's a pie cupboard, probably about 1820s.
I'm just sort of sizing you guys up, and I'm thinking, is your price based on what you paid for it or what you think it's worth?
What's it priced at?
$2,600.
This came out of my house.
Exactly. You were buying it as a collector, not
Yeah,
as
that's
a
right. Exactly.
picker. Before we can spend money, we got to be able to make money on it. We can't pay retail.
Can you take us to some place that the public doesn't get to? Come on, we want to get in the back room is basically what I'm saying.
Well,
We know you have one.
well, it's basically my working space, so...
We don't care.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go.
And they open a little trap door.
You guys might have a hard time getting down there, though, but
I'm going down.
yeah, be careful here.
Man, look at this, Sheldon.
Hey, these are the bowels of this old house, eh? And there's a bunch of things there that have not hit the shop yet. They don't have prices on them.
Let's go picking.
Yeah.
Man, look at this, Sheldon. There's a really nice blanket box. Looked like it was Ukrainian to me.
There's a mountain region in Europe, les Carpates.
Carpathians?
Carpates?
Yeah.
Okay, it's from that region.
Looks like a wedding chest, probably. A little rickety, but that Ukrainian look is something that the market wants right now. What would you need from us to take this away? Oh, now he's talking French. He's talking French back and forth. Paul and Armand are talking a little bit in French, giving the eye signals, a little bit like what Sheldon and I do, except we can't talk French.
I think we would ask something like 525.
Tabernouche.
How about Catra? We'd be happy at Catra.
If Arm twitched his mouth to the left, it's a no. If he twitched his mouth to the right, it was a yes.
400, sure.
All right.
I think that's a really nice.
Fair.
Thanks, guys.
It's a really nice piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this harvest table? We had a guy that was looking for a harvest table. And that's not a bad one, Shell. That's what, about a 6-footer?
Yeah, that's 6 feet.
We've got a customer right now that's been begging us to find him a good one that'll seat 8 people. So what does a harvest table like this go for in this neck of the woods? What's the intake in breath for?
Well, because, you know, whenever we get a table like that, we always sell it right away. So I don't know what we'd sell that for. We haven't put a price on that yet.
But in that state, yeah.
400?
400, yeah.
We can't walk away from that. I'm not even gonna argue with that.
Okay, good. Armand.
That's a screaming deal.
It'll be really nice once you finish working on it for us.
Let's keep looking.
That's a nice bowl. Chip carved, all done.
Yeah, a lot of work.
This started out of a big hunk of
It's
wood.
a lot of work.
Sort of thing that you'd make dough in, and it's always a good decorator item. So what would a bowl like that be worth?
Well, we have different kinds of bowls here. That's actually in another place that you guys haven't seen yet. That we could do for $100.
You know what? We got to keep things rolling here.
Right. Good.
Okay.
Thanks, Armand. Did you let it slip? There's another area that we haven't seen?
There's a barn, but
Yeah, there's a barn in the back. Just haven't had a chance to basically fix it all and put it in the store. And
Oh, we don't care if it's fixed.
And naturally, we want to go take a look. We got to see the barn if that's okay, guys.
Yeah.
They've got another area, a barn.
Arm and I built that last year.
Oh my God. Man, you got a ton of stuff in here.
If we had 2 barns, we'd fill 2 barns. If we had 3 barns, we'd fill 3 barns.
Boy, you got a lot of furniture here. They're buying faster than they can sell it. You got chairs.
Yeah. We're sick in the head. No, it's because we like finding the stuff.
But I got to look around here. Is this a little carpenter's bench? I spot a piece that's not home furnishing.
It's got like places for screwdrivers and stuff like that. And
Kind of unusual, and I think that might have some appeal. Armand, what's the price on that?
see, I believe it's 260. If I get closer, it might be.
might be cheaper.
Step right up, Armand. How would, say, 150 do on that?
What would you say?
I'd say it'd be better at 175.
Scott, I'm taking a shot. Shake the man's hand.
I don't even know what we
Done.
bought.
I think we'll easily get 250. Boom, on to the next item. What would you want for a little washstand like that?
$200.
How about 1.5?
Go ahead.
All right, 1.5.
right.
There you go.
Gonna make some money on that. It's a good bent wood chair.
Yeah.
That takes some craft to actually bend wood into a nice bowed shape. What do you want for it?
150?
100 bucks?
$100.
100 bucks.
Sounds good.
I felt that they were very fair. They're very down-to-earth guys. They know a lot.
We do have a couple of things that we don't kind of show everybody because we know it's really rare. But would you mind if we show it to you and you could maybe make us an offer? Or?
We wanted to take advantage of them coming here to give us some information.
Hey, look at that.
So this is something that we paid quite a bit for it, but we were told it was a spirit lamp for spirits.
Well, you know this. We've been
No, the spirits aren't calling me.
We've been following the psychic the whole time we've been in Quebec. As it turns out, we're looking for spirits. This, I think, goes back early enough that it could be whale oil.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's fun to pick their brains, and no pun intended.
We also had this that you guys might know
Compass,
something about.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We see them all the time for ships.
This is actually a funny thing. We had a price of $80 on it, and then a guy who knows something about planes came in and told us that was from a Spitfire.
That may or may not be the case.
The guy told us it was worth between $700 and $800.
Really?
We didn't pay that for it.
Well, yeah, exactly. We know you paid 50 for it.
I'd be a bad poker player, huh? Jeez.
But we'd give you 180. That makes it attractive.
you guys would do really well at that price.
Well, that's why we play this game. We like to do really
But
well.
I don't know, because this is one of Arm's babies.
Talk if you want to part with your baby there, Arm.
Okay.
It's a deal.
All right. Good deal.
Thank you very much.
They're making some good profit in that.
I should have told you before you made your offer. Supposedly it's mildly radioactive.
Oh, yeah. Okay, how about 170?
Too late now.
The history in Quebec is so rich, and I love meeting the people. We always find unique pieces here. Listen, why don't you drive back, and I'll be the navigator.
Yeah, okay.
I have a newfound confidence. They're happy. We settled at 180. I think there's good profit for Scott and I in that piece.
$400 for a harvest table, that's a screaming deal. We'll take that back to Calgary, sell it real quick for $900. That's a beautiful blanket box. That's gonna sell to somebody that doesn't want a ton of stuff in their house, but they want one nice, old, intricate piece.
It's been a lot of fun.
Hey.
All great, Armand, great.
Hey, okay.
We had a really good time.
Left our wallets a little lighter, though.
Yeah.
Sheldon and Scott got us on a couple of things, but we got them back on a couple too, so we're happy
even.
with our day. We're even, yeah.
Man, what a couple guys. That was great.
Well, you know, all in all, Roz was pretty perceptive, I would say. She told us that we'd be having good picks in Quebec, and she was right.
But she did say good things came in 3. Now we got her pick, we got 2 good picks. The one in between wasn't so good, so I'm not sure if that's a total vindication of Roz or not.
Oui.
Oui, oui.
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 Yeah.
All the way home. All the way home to Calgary.
Time that we put some miles on, don't you think?
Let's see what the 8 ball says. Should Sheldon drive? My sources say no. Pull over. I believe in the 8 ball.
Since when?
Oh, dear, they're here. Welcome home, boys. Sit in here.
You got it?
Yeah.
Isn't that a great dugout?
That's awesome.
We found some treasures in Quebec.
Looks like it.
We do have a little comment upon the lead you sent us out to at the Canoe/Inuit carving fellow.
I know, I'm sorry. I thought that was gonna pan out for you guys. He sounded like he had some good stuff.
The stuff itself wasn't too bad. He was not a seller, though.
Well, on that note, I figured I'd do a little something for you guys, just so you wouldn't be mad at me for too long. Just to sweeten the deal. No pun intended.
Oh, my God.
I thought I'd make it up to them by giving them a cake with their faces on it. I mean, who doesn't like cake, right?
We just don't like their faces.
I'm speechless. I'm truly
I thought
speechless.
that you would be.
Now, is this on your time or our time?
Yeah.
Anyway, so who wants cake? This one's for Scott. Sheldon can eat Scott's face and Scott can eat Sheldon's face, or?
Perfect.
I'm getting rid of you, Sheldon.
No, it's fun, Dot. You eat that. Come on.
It's not bad. And next time, I'd prefer
A good lead?
no cake.
Hey, if picking was easy, everybody would do it, right?
That's true.
Good point.